Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible, back with another Xbox Game Pass quest guide. Today we're going to be working on another one of the monthly quests. This is for a retro fighting game that's called Streets of Rage 4. And the objective is we've got to earn 3 achievements within the game. Any 3 will work, and we'll earn 75 rewards points for this. It's good through August 3rd, so we've got a little bit less than a month to finish this up. And I'm going to show you how to do it within, it'll probably take you about a half an hour of time, depending on how quickly you move through the first, we're going to go through the first 2 and a little bit, not quite 3 levels, just 2 and a part of the 3rd level. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is go into story mode. And you're gonna need a second controller to use the method that I'm using here. So I've turned on a second controller and I'm hitting A on both of those now so that they both get started. Player 1 will be Axel and player 2 is gonna be Blaze. We're not gonna do very much here. Basically, we're trying to get an achievement where you hit, you attack someone who's a friend. And just kind of ignore the fact that I'm on stage 7 here. This will work on the very first stage as well. And basically, you're just going to punch your co-op partner. So just press X and smack them, and that achievement should pop for you. There it is, 15 gamer score. Oops, hit an ally. There we go. And that's all you got to do on the co-op. So now you can hop out to exits, press yes, press A for yes, and you can unplug your second controller, start up a new game on easy. Again, we're just doing one controller now, so we're gonna work on getting that second achievement, which is actually gonna be on level 2. So we're starting the game on level 1 here on the streets. I'm going to kind of fast forward through the first level for the most part, and I'll tell you a little bit about the combat while we're fast forwarding through this, but there are no achievements that I was able to find on the first level, so we'll just kind of quickly move through this one. Basically, this is sort of an old school fighting game. The Streets of Rage franchise started, I think, in 1991, if I'm not mistaken. It was a series of games that Sega came out with for the Genesis and a bunch of other consoles that they had back in the day. But basically just a simple side-scroller fighting game. So you press X to punch and kick enemies when they're nearby. You can press the B button to pick up weapons that the enemies might drop, like knives and pipes and things like that. If you want to, you can also listen to the retro soundtrack like I was enjoying there. I enjoy the old school classic fighting games, so this was a fun one to work on for me. Yeah, take advantage of those weapons that the enemies drop. Go over and press B and pick them up. You can use them to hit the enemies. You can use them at range. So you can press left or right on the controller and press B again, and it'll actually throw the item at the like I just threw the knife there. So you can throw the weapon at the opponent, and that will knock them out from afar. Another thing I would tell you to probably avoid, at least on the later levels anyway, is to avoid like attacking enemies head on when they're far away from you. If they're far away from you, I'd recommend like sort of moving up or down and then getting in close to them as you're coming up, as you're approaching them from above or below. That can be a good way to take out an enemy easily. Also, you see how I'm holding on to that turkey that was sitting on the ground? Whenever you get any of those pickups, if you don't need them, like if your health bar is still full, just kind of leave them sitting where they are until you get injured and you need some health. That can help you to hang on to your health for longer. And anytime you see any sort of little thing that's sticking out from the background, like you saw those barrels and those trash cans and things, take advantage of those, smash those. They may have either money or different health food items inside. I don't know if you could really call a turkey a health food item, but if he's just munching on an enormous full turkey there. But anyway, it'll add to your health bar. Let's put it that way. This boss on the first level, just watch out for him when he is about to jet up into the air, because he'll smash back down wherever you are when he jetted up into the air. So yeah, just be sure you're on the move when he's doing that action. Also try to take advantage of these levels. Like you see the broken wires on the ground here. If the enemies step on those things, they'll get injured as well. So, you know, it's not just a threat to your health. Almost all of the traps in this game, you see that guy just got electrocuted. Almost all the traps in this game don't just apply to you. They also apply to the enemies that you're fighting against. So you can kind of, you know, move and hide behind those electrical wires, and the guys will actually walk into them and kill themselves like that guy did just right there. That's another thing about this type of fighting game. The movement of the enemies was so often based on the movements that you were making with your controller. So just kind of be aware of that, like that the enemies are moving based on how you're moving. So. And we're just about done with level 1 here. Again, you know, there are no achievements gainable on this level, so we're just trying to quickly move on to level 2, and we'll get one towards the beginning of that, and we'll get one towards the beginning of level 3. If you guys do find any on level 1 that you can get, let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear about those. I have played a decent amount of this game. That's the reason you saw me on level 7 in the very beginning. So I actually had quite a few achievements in this game. Luckily, the 3 super easy or relatively easy achievements that I'm going to show you, I did not already have, so I can actually show those popping on screen. So that's cool. You can see me sort of holding off on grabbing that apple in this fight until my health has gone down a little bit, so I can take advantage of it. Again, just, you know, make sure you're not eating those foods while you have full health, because it's really not accomplishing anything for you if you eat it before you need it, basically. All right, so there's the end of stage 1, and you'll see some information about how your score was on the first stage, and how you compare to friends and that sort of thing. So you can press A to continue and Y to skip the cutscene. All right, level 2, the police precinct. This level's a little bit different. You've still got lots of enemies to fight, and some of them are even the same ones that you saw on the first level. The difference here is that we actually start out in a jail cell, and the other enemies are in the cell with us. So we have gang members that we have to fight against like we did on the first level, but we also have police officers here. So you can see the first police officers coming in right now, or you could call them prison guards, or yeah, I guess they're police officers if it's the police precinct. But you can see me again ignoring the apple for now, just kind of hanging on to that if and when I need it. But basically the guys that are prisoners or in jail are going to fight against the cops. So that's an interesting addition in this level. So you can actually kind of let them fight against each other. You can see the gang member there starting to fight against the cop. So I'll take more and more advantage of that as we go on through the level. But interesting that you don't have to take all of the health off of all of the enemies anymore. They'll take some of each other's health off. So that's nice. All right, we'll go ahead and eat the apple because it's with these side-scroller games, you generally can't go back from where you came from, so once you leave an area, there's sort of no going back. So you'll kind of want to pick up stuff, if you haven't already used it, pick up stuff on the way out of an area. All right, we're getting close to the area with achievement number 2 coming up here in just a second. We'll just let this battle between the cop and the thug play out. And we'll go ahead and finish them off. Why not? Speed things up a little bit, right? We don't have all day for this. We got lots of other quests to complete. All right, now this area up here, once you get to this section with the 2 prison cells and the guard with the black outfit, he is holding a taser, and we need that taser. So make sure that he doesn't use it up. Make sure that you don't use it up. You wanna hang on to it until you move out of this section. So if you can, just kind of protect it. Leave it laying on the ground. Don't let any of the thugs pick it up. Oh, we had a thug pick it up there. So do your best to protect it, like I said. If it gets destroyed or it's unavailable or anything, I would probably just go ahead and restart the level. Luckily, I am able to eventually pick it up here in just a second. My health is kind of low too, so this would be a good time to grab the turkey up there. Let's see if I do that. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of hang out by the taser, let the police and the gang members fight it out. All right, they're getting a little too close to my taser, so let's fight. And your health bar is at the upper left. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, that's where you can monitor. You can see that orange bar next to my name, Axel, and 6. So that's where you can monitor your health. So when it's down kind of low like it is right now, that's when you want to go ahead and eat some food. And you can eat food while you're holding the weapons too, so that's a good thing to note. Now make sure you go up into this room right here. You can see there's an old arcade machine. You want to hit that with the taser and zap it. And there's our second achievement, Throwback. So we've gone into a retro level. So this is, I guess, one of the 1990s versions of the game. And this is actually playable, so I'm playing right now as the Axel character in the 90s version of the retro game. And that turkey, I guess, actually works there. But once you go out of the door, you'll be back to the normal level. You'll be out of the retro machine. Again, just making sure you hit those trash cans, hit those water fountains and things, and see what might be inside, because sometimes they have restorative foods inside of them, so that's awesome. Sometimes they have money, which I guess just adds to your points in the game. Not really crucial that you pick up the money, but the health is important, I would say. Again, we're playing on easy, so it's not... chances are you're probably going to be able to make it through the levels, even if you're not fighting, quite as well as I am. Hopefully you'll have enough lives to make it through and get to that third achievement that we're after. Now this enemy is kind of tricky because he has a shield and sort of energy shield. I'm using a different attack here by pressing the Y button. So that's kind of the power attack for the characters in this game. And you might ask yourself, like, why not just use the power attack all the time? You'll notice, especially as I start to fight more and more of these guys, that it actually takes away a little bit of your health when you use the power attack. So when you're pressing that Y button, it does do a powerful attack, but it costs you a little bit to use it. So that's the reason you wouldn't want to use it all the time. Good times to use it is when you're fighting a really powerful enemy, any of those guys with a shield, or maybe a boss, and especially if you've got a piece of food that's laying on the ground nearby. You may be willing to sacrifice a little bit of your health because you're going to get it right back from eating one of the foods on the ground. So you'll see me probably use the power attack here again. I actually missed him with it, but watch the bar at the top. You'll see it goes down a little bit. There was a little green notch in my health there, so I actually lost a little bit of health. I think there are certain situations where it can come back. Like maybe if you're successful with the attack, if you're really successful with the attack, it will that health will come back. And maybe if you fail with it, then that's when it actually takes it away. We'll try to watch here during the fight, because you'll see me use that a few more times in this last section of the level against these kind of riot officers. So you see me again sort of using the level to my advantage, so I'm kind of hiding behind this desk that's here at the upper left to stay away from some of the attacks and from some of the enemies. And actually, when you get to this spot, you can get up above the desk area here. So again, you can let the gang members and the cops kind of fight it out a little bit. I think since they've got the riot cop at this point, they're probably going to beat the thugs pretty handily. But in any case, you didn't have to fight the thugs, right? You only have to fight the police now, so that's a bonus. So yeah, that power attack is definitely great for quickly breaking down the shield, especially if you're using Axel. I'm not sure exactly what the power attacks are for Blaze and some of the other characters, but I assume they would cause similar damage to the shield. All right, so we're coming to the toughest section of the quest here, where we've got to take out the 4 riot officers. Use those batons that they drop, and use the ranged attack. So if you can throw the baton at the officer, then that's good. And then again, use the power attack via the Y button to break that shield, so that you can get in and actually start fighting the officer himself. And also the weapons, a lot of times you can carry the weapons from area to area. So if there's a weapon laying on the ground when you're just about to leave a section with this little go indicator, yeah, try and pick it up and see if you can carry it with you into the next section, because you usually can. All right, so this is the toughest fight we'll have to do against the commissioner here. He's got a lot of health and a lot of strength, a lot of damage that he does to you when he attacks you. He also has some officers that will come in and help fight you. Luckily, they give us a decent amount of health here. We've got the apple in the middle of the ground, and we've got the turkey that's on the far right. So my health is still decent at the moment, so I'm just kind of holding off and working the police officers over here. All right, I just grabbed the turkey, so my health is mostly back up. I believe I lose 1 more life here, so that's okay. We came in with, we had 6 just a minute ago, so we're gonna finish with, I think, 4 spare lives. So obviously just try to dodge attacks when you can, and just try to be smart about the times when you use those foods that are available to replenish your health. Now would be a very good time to hit that apple, because my health is down below half. So if I can get to it, I will. Not sure if I'm gonna make it. Let's see. Nope, not gonna make it. I'm just getting barraged by the enemies there, and that's gonna happen. Luckily, it does knock everybody over whenever your new life spawns in. So that's kind of nice to take a little bit of health off of everyone. Honestly, I was not fighting perfectly well in this fight. It was kind of difficult. I'm very glad that I played on easy. I think you'll be glad as well, because none of these achievements are dependent upon the difficulty that you're playing on. So why make it hard on yourself? Unless you just really enjoy the game, then you can keep playing through it and get all the other achievements if you want to. All right, the commissioner is almost done. There he goes. We knocked him out with a super attack, so stage 2 is done. Luckily, the achievement on stage 3, we're gonna be able to get right at the beginning. We're not even gonna have to do the whole thing. We're almost there. So we'll just keep clicking A and then press Y to skip the cutscene. And cargo ship, that's the one where we're gonna get our 3rd achievement. Right at the beginning when we start this, there are a bunch of enemies. Your inclination would probably be to attack this fella right here. Don't do it, let him go, let everybody go. We're just trying to, and you might even take a little bit of damage like I am here. Try to get down to one of the barrels. Probably the one at the lower right is a better one to go for, and try to make sure you have 3 of the guys standing there right next to the barrel. Then punch it, and you should be able to knock out 3 of them at the same time with a single barrel. For some reason, the achievement didn't pop for me right away. This is another one that was delayed for a minute, so I tried it again. I tried to lure the guys up here, and eventually, as I was browsing around in my achievements, that one did pop, and we used a barrel explosion to kill 3 enemies, so that's it. And we're gonna go ahead and turn in the quest for Streets of Rage 4 and get those 75 Microsoft Rewards points, and that's gonna do it for Streets of Rage. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube and hit that bell for notifications. You can also find links in the description for other social media links of mine. Stay tuned for more Microsoft Rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.